Good morning, everybody. My name is Chaplain Doug Weaver, and I'm coming to you live this morning for the United States Army Institute of Religious Leadership here in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. This is truly the heart and the home of the United States Chaplain Corps. Today we're going to discuss a very important topic to chaplains, and we're going to look at field worship services. And we're going to specifically look at the history and the evolution of the chaplain kit. Chaplains transport timeless sacred truths to the combat situations with this kit. We're going to take a quick look at it, and I'm going to talk to you about how my chaplain kit has even changed in my time in the Army. This is my chaplain kit. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It can be said, and rightfully so, that the chaplain, their basic role is to bring God to soldiers and to bring soldiers to God. When you think about the combat situations that soldiers face and when they're stressed and when they feel lonely, oftentimes we forget and we remember basic truths that we need. And over the years, nothing has allowed me to bring hope and comfort to soldiers in a greater way than actually doing a field worship service where you minister the word, you pray together, but most importantly, it's the idea of communion or the Lord's Supper, which has allowed me to remind soldiers of the presence of God in their life in that very moment. When you think about it, this is some words that I've written up here. Oftentimes soldiers get confused when they're in battle, but this says G-O-D-I-S-N-O-W-H-E-R-E. God is nowhere is one way to think about that. This represents soldiers who are confused, tired, hungry, lonely, and the chaplain's role is to get them to remember this: God is now here. And I don't think anything has allowed me to express that more truthfully and faithfully than administering the Lord's Supper or communion in battle environments. And it's the chaplain kit that's allowed me to do that very, very specifically throughout the years of my ministry. So let's go over and kind of take a look at the chaplain kit and how thousands of chaplains have used that to bring hope and peace to soldiers in the battlefield. Hey everybody, here we are at the Chaplain Corps Museum just to kind of take a look at the evolution and history of these chaplain kits kind of through the times and different periods of war as we kind of look at these. We have a couple things to, first of all, I want to emphasize in this case, whether you know it or not, the Chaplain Corps is a pluralistic ministry. And so we offer a Christian, which either can be used by Catholics or Protestant kit. We offer an Orthodox kit. We offer a kit for our Jewish rabbis, and we also offer an Islamic kit. So we have the current Islamic kit on display right here, and to the right of that, we have the current Christian Combat Assault kit that I was issued, the green one, which you can kind of see here. It was issued to me in 2004. That has been around since 1995. So we kind of see some changes happening right there when we look at the size of the kit. At the bottom here, we look at a beautifully adorned Orthodox table that was used during World War II. Moving over to the other side of the case, we see some very interesting things here in terms of the evolution of the chaplain kit. We see over here a hard case. In fact, if you've seen the movie The Longest Day, there's a chaplain in there in airborne operations as he jumps in on D-Day. Can't find him, frantically searching for his case because it got separated from him during his jump. So what happened is that particular idea was taken from a real-world chaplain, Chaplain Sampson, who was one of our past chief of chaplains. And when he became chief, he actually modified the case into this nylon bag that could easily be strapped and be transportable into airborne operations. So we see a lot of changes with the materials from sterling silver going down to just a metallic pewter type of thing that we use now. We see a change in portability in terms of the case from the hard case and to the nylon case as materials changed over time. We see a lot of care being taken for the environmental concerns that these items had to live in. Down here in Vietnam, very moist jungle environment, mildew was a very big concern. Operation Desert Storm, sand was a very big concern. So environmental concerns are another thing we need to be concerned with, and we've seen an evolution with with the chaplain kits over time. Again, the elements of the Lord's Supper or specific sacred sacramental rites that are administered to soldiers in the field have never changed. But these kits have clearly evolved over time, and the kit is still currently evolving, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about the future in just a few minutes. Hey, at this point, I think you're probably dying to know, right? What's inside this kit? So I just want to show you a few things. It does have a communion cup, which conveniently stores. It screws apart and screws together to go into a smaller space. It has a number of vestments that the chaplain might wear as he's conducting, and it also has some liturgical cloths that are used to service the table during that time. So this is basically what we have. We also have the ability to transport some hosts, and we have some containers that would allow us to transport some wine or some grape juice.